Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to ISE 2017. It's the last day, day 4, and as we've said many times before, who would have thought that we'd be talking about day 4 at ISE a couple of years ago? It's been a great day so far. We're in the last leg of the afternoon session. We're with our hosts, NEC Display Solutions. We're in Hall 5, stand R24. And with us today, we have one of the ladies responsible in InfoComm for Europe. So Pam Taggart, welcome. We have, Pam is the Director of Development in Europe. She moved here 18 months ago and was kind enough to come on our show this time last year. It's a bit of a newbie to Europe, at least.
Yes.
Tell us about the show from your perspective, from the InfoComm side of things.
From our perspective, of course, we have a booth as well. So this is the busiest we've ever been manning our own booth. But from what we've heard talking to members, talking to exhibitors, it's been just a record busy show, especially day 2 and day 3. I know if you were trying to get anywhere quickly through the show floor, many people were going outside to get where they needed to go to shortcut. It was just incredibly busy. We're very happy with it.
And I think so many people we've spoken to on this show over the last 4 days have said that they've seen more and more end users here. So I think we have to take our hats off to Mike Blackman and the InfoComm people for helping do that. Is there any statistical things to back that up about the end users?
There will be. Of course, we always release the data at the end of the show, but we've gotten kind of sneak peeks of some of it so far, and I think we're going to see a very impressive number of first-time attendees, as well as the end user presence. So stay tuned for that here in a couple hours when we get some of that data.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing those numbers soon. So, I mean, one of the nice things about InfoComm is that the remit for the education and the certification. So a show like this, as well as the InfoComm shows around the world elsewhere, education is a big part. We've seen some really great events this week. There was one which links into something that you do with InfoComm Russia. It was yesterday, and we've heard brilliant things about it, where there was an hour, I think, in one of the lounges talking about an introduction to the Russian market. So tell us about InfoComm Russia, which happens, I think, later in the year.
Yeah, towards the end of October, so October 31st through November 2nd. And it is a unique market, and it takes a unique perspective. And having the event here yesterday helps with that, but truly going and attending the show, you get an understanding for the market that you don't get anywhere else, but with the comfort of it being an ISE event. So you know how it works, you know how it operates. And we found that really beneficial. I think this year, political situation could change, and I think we may see some growth there. So we invite everyone to come along. I think it's going to be a good event, good place to start into the Russian market.
That's good. Now, I know one of the things close to your heart is the Women of InfoComm Networking, shortened, of course, to WIN. You've had a very successful event again this week. I think Wednesday, you had the event.
Yes, we did. We had a great WIN event. We did some speed networking, got to know very many of the women that were attending here at the show. And what's really exciting about it is it's just the kickoff of what we're going to do this year with WIN. So part of the event was to gather all the different events that women are going to be attending throughout the industry calendar in Europe and try to tag on some more meetups, events, ongoing activity so that we can support each other. So that was one interesting part. The second interesting part is that we're starting Empowerment Alliance circles. So ongoing support groups of small, maybe 10 women together that meet virtually every month. They might discuss an article or white paper or something provided by InfoComm, but really then they're there to connect and support each other and growing through their career throughout the year. It's not a one-time event anymore. This is just once when we meet before we have several other connection points through the year. So it's really an exciting thing.
How does the leadership thing work with Women of InfoComm Networking? Have you've got InfoComm members who step up to be the chairperson or the secretary of the association? Does it work that way, or?
So the WIN is actually a council. So anyone that's an InfoComm member is welcome to join, and then you can aspire to leadership in that council. It is a breeding ground for future leaders for our other councils or for even our board. So if you want to move into that leadership role, the first thing you have to do is get involved. And this is just one of the ways that you can do that. But it's a great way to meet some other really powerful women that can be role models. So the empowerment circles do that. They connect you with other women who might be those mentors for you, make some connections and help you grow in your career.
It's truly a fantastic initiative, and it helps both the women, the STEM stuff that people talk about, the science, technology, engineering and manufacturing, and it's just a generally good education thing and as well. So congratulations for being involved in that.
Yes.
The other thing that I like, this may be down to you, you've only been in Europe for 18 months, so
Yes.
this may be, but we have noticed this trend in Europe specifically, a lot more cooperative type events. You've been working with other associations, I think particularly as well in the Nordics. Can you tell us a little bit how those things have come about and
I would be
and
happy
what they
to.
are?
Yeah, we've realized that the industry calendar can be busy in Europe, and rather than go out on our own, do our own event where we need to pull people in, we're looking at what our members or partner organizations are already doing, and we're adding value. So if one of our members has a roadshow, we might join and give education to the people that are already there and attending. Beyond that, we're finding local partnerships that really work well for us to meet a more regional need or a country-specific need. So some of those examples would be AFIAL in Spain. We have a great partnership with that association, and we do a series of events through the year that give education and certify certain skills. We also have partnerships with various Nordic associations where we might give a seminar at their annual meeting or even some of their exhibitions. So rather than go it alone and fill the calendar with even more events that you need to attend, we're making the events that exist really more valuable so that you get the most out of the time away from the office.
It's been noticed in the industry what you've been doing there, and I think that's a great thing as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw any curveballs at you, but it's now February.
Go ahead, it's fine.
And
it's
your
the end
next
of the show.
your next event is in Russia. What are you going to be doing in between now and the event in Russia? What are your plans for?
Many, many things. So there's a very busy schedule in the UK with courses and networking events. That's ongoing. We do that every year. Some of the special things we're going to have are Digital Signage Summit in Munich coming up in July. That's a very successful event now. It's gotten rather large. We've actually had to move venues to accommodate all the people, but a good touch point through the year for digital signage. Outside of that, we're going to do at least 6 events this year in Spain, 1 or 2 events in Italy for networking,
Wow.
an Academy Day in the Nordics. I mean, the list really does go on. If it's something that folks are interested in, all of that information will be on our website and, of course, shared with wonderful people like you to get the information out.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Pam Taggart, thank you very much.